and welcome back to another episode of Wolcen. So, a couple housekeeping items. Firstly, we, have upgraded these zombies obviously since last time, but I also got some of these hunting swarm zombies. So these are ranged. I've gone out and tested these, and man, they are so weak. They die so quick. I get the feeling that a summoner build at this stage of the game is not viable. So I'm going to abandon this entirely. My plan is I'm basically going to play long enough so that I can get the 575 of this so I can do a full reset. And then I'm actually probably going to respec these attribute points on top of that. And I'm going to just focus on spell crit and just toughness, honestly. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then one thing for Solar Fall, I said last time it doesn't do any damage, and that's because it says channel a damaging area, so it didn't really cross my mind that it's a channeling ability. So that's kind of a, that's a bit of an issue there. So, but for the time being, I'm going to switch up these skills and then we'll get started. Alright, so I'm going to run with the Tear for Ice, Thunderstrike, and then this Consuming Embers along with Solar Flare. I want to try it out now that I have a better understanding of, what to do with it. It would be amazing if I would just, read a little bit more, but, sometimes you get so focused on just trying to make the content that you kind of glance over that kind of stuff, so it is what it is, I guess. But that's fine. But like I said, the goal right now is to basically just run around, earn enough of the primordial affinity so that we can kind of reset everything that we've done and go from there. All these little range buggers are kind of annoying the crap out of me right now. Alright, let's get this cursed chest. Pretty decent damage, it looks like. I mean, obviously you make the sacrifice of, having to stand there to do it. But the damage looked pretty good. Until that guy comes along and he wrecks the shit out of me.
Can't manage that right now.
We use Solar Fall to kill him. And the cursed chest didn't give us anything too noteworthy. At least it would appear. Also, these boots have occult resistance on them, so I did do some research and find out what material resistance, material damage, occult resistance, occult damage, stuff like that. I did do some research on that. Figured out all that stuff. I don't think the game tells you any of that, to my knowledge. I couldn't find any kind of help window, so I ended up having to read the wiki to figure out that information, but I don't know. It is what it is, I guess.
This path leads to the heart of the Shadow Worshippers. Well, here's hoping that attacking them in broad daylight will mess up their powers. Avenger? Why are you calling me that?
Because that's what you will do. Avenge.
And who am I supposed to avenge, exactly?
My sister. You will kill the one named Mercy. Spirits have carried the news of her death, as well as justice taking the shape of a champion. My Avenger.
You're Zima. Look, if I do that, will you help me undo the spell that he's cast?
That is the purpose of our meeting. You put me back on my path, I put you back on yours.
I don't usually consort with witches, but I don't have time right now. You're on.
Oh, free at last. Mercy's arena is north of here. He will pay for his treachery.
Oh, nice, a new amulet. This is not a good time for that. So that sucked. Well, let me see if I can figure out what to pick here real quick. Support 3, support 3. Freeze chance on frost, maybe, I guess? I don't know. Damn it. Alright. I think that was about crafting, which I know a little bit about it from reading some content, but not a ton. So, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. So, we got this entropy orb. Rerolls all magic effects. When used on an item, it will consume all socketed gems to guarantee a magic effect whose power depends on the gem's level and whose type is randomly chosen among all the types of gems on the item. Okay. We're gonna do that, and I think I'm gonna throw this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this. And let's move forward. Alright, so I have come back to town real quick. I've kind of flipped this up. The wisdom score is actually just from gear, I believe. I moved my toughness up quite a bit, and then ferocity. I put most of the points into that for 27% skill chance, or 27% spell chance. Spell crit chance specifically. I'm just hitting the wrong button there.
We will have to fight our way through Mercy's fanatics. Be prepared for anything.
So, how did you end up in a cage?
My sister and I used to be the most powerful shamans of the tribe, following the shadows of spirits, the heritage of our old ways. But that changed when the first emissaries arrived.
Emissaries? You mean the cult of the sleeper, right?
They twisted Mercy's mind, or maybe it was already corrupted by greed and thirst for power before they arrived. It matters not. Our tribe made an unholy pact with this cult. Mercy is a gullible idiot who couldn't see that it would cost us everything to bargain with the Sleeper's minions.
You stood against his decision.
We reacted too late. His mind was already filled with promises and lies. Trying to talk him out of it was a mistake. We should have killed him when we had the chance. But death is a trade of patience. With you, he will meet his doom, Avenger.
Why did the cult of the sleeper take interest in your tribe? What do they want?
Psychics. We raid towns in search for these humans, gifted with a superior mind. Ideal hosts to be possessed by otherworldly entities. We provide these innocents to the cult of the sleeper, who use them as anchors for their evil overlords.
Of course. Hosts are one of the most valuable resources for cults. What were you supposed to get in exchange?
They would help us purge the Daybreaker's presence in the region, allowing us to expand our territory.
I see. It's a win-win for them. They want the Brotherhood dead anyway. I can't do that.
such is your fate.
Goody. Let us go. Do I have to talk to you? What's happening here? Oh, I have to talk to you
You're not
first.
coming. The shadows of spirits did not mention me being part of his doom. You are the Avenger, not I. They have other plans.
What plans?
If
Yeah,
I
what
am
plans?
seen killing our own leader, I will forfeit all influential power within our tribe. If I am to expel the Sleeper's influence, I must be able to rally my people. Undoing what Mercy has caused will take time, but first he needs to die.
You can't stay here then. You should do your part now. We must hurry if we're to save anyone behind that shadow wall.
Very well. I will work on breaking the spell while you fight in the arena.
Sounds good. Appreciate your help. Let's go fight this boss.
Welcome to my arena. I could kill you on the spot, but that would be no fun. Let's make you squeal first.
He seems like he's gonna be a joy.
Mercy. Mercy, your leader. Not Mercy.
Well, then you have found him. I am Mercy, a name earned due to the last word people utter after crossing my path. You shall.
Whoa, let me stop you right there. You're Mercy. I mean, no disrespect, but you do sound like a 12-year-old.
They all make puns before they plead for their life. You will be no different. Now, my people, let me offer you this fool's death as entertainment.
That's
Your
funny.
first challenge, our very own toxic master Torame. I hope you like having acid spat at your face.
Oh boy. Look, I already told you, you're not good at this. Send him in already.
Let's go. There he is.
It's not possible.
Stupid small hitboxes.
That's not happening.
All these acid spitting fellas are really obnoxious.
I need a breather.
All right then. Bring on Mazara! She will remind our hot-headed friend of his own mortality.
I need more power.
That was a mistake of a move. But it's okay.
It can't be done.
Damn it, I keep thinking the embers is on my right click instead of the dash. I'm really not used to the setup I've given myself here.
I can't do that right now.
Damn it! Unleash the exotic beasts! All of them!
How to catch my breath.
At least you did the butcher's work for tonight's feast.
Hmm.
Oh well, on to your next challengers. The Majorans brothers. Chemistry geniuses from the Republic gone rogue. Behold!
Oh my lord, why'd it go out there?
I need a breather. Is that all you've got? Can you not move that fat ass off your throne and face me?
You! Your death will be horrible! Awaken, Augustea! She hasn't been fed in 3 weeks. I hope your flesh is tender.
Oh jeez, that's a nasty looking spider.
No. I need a breather.
Yeah, so the solar fall actually does pretty good damage once you're in a position that you can actually utilize it.
Not 3 saves to the one that takes that fool down!
Oh, come on.
Yeah, for crying out loud. Why doesn't he want to just fight me himself at this point?
Oh, you're such a bore, you can't even die properly. What do you bloody want?
Your head. I have no mercy for those who bargain with cults.
Oh, so that's why you came here, to stop our expansion.
Nothing will remain to rule but a graveyard once the cult of the sea
50,000
have finished its work.
HP.
Then I shall rule that graveyard, but you won't live to see it.
Okay, well, I'm a little over his level.
I will put your corpse on a pike as a reminder for those who defy me.
Okay, of course he's got a spend to win mechanic here. Was he acting like he knows kung fu or something? What is he doing here? This is gonna be a long fight, so I'm just gonna break to a little bit further.
Taste my axe!
I'm gonna cut to, you know, maybe a quarter of the way through his health or something, so we don't have to sit here and watch this whole thing. Good lord. Oh, I have a nice dodge mechanic. That's kind of cool. The so the problem with this bait is it looks like the main attack misses because I'm standing too close, so that kind of sucks. But that's okay.
Just die already!
I need a breather.
Let's do this. Here we go.
Zima sends her.
I'm not holding the button, but still triggering. There we go.
Travel through my shadows. I'll put you back on your path as you have returned me to mine.
Okie dokie.
Oh no, I'm not taking that
Oh,
portal.
but I was
Scared
ready.
of shadows? Don't pretend to be wary of magic. I might not know what you are, but I know one thing. You're beyond human.
I'm not scared of witchcraft. Of course I'm not. Not even a month ago I would have chopped her head off. And now I'm following a witch into her dark portal. Way to go, ex-purifier.
Nice. Okay. Want to look at one thing real quick. So I think this is my main attack. Auto-targeting projectiles that does Aether damage. So Aether is considered occult damage. I think Aether and Shatter damage are both considered occult. So I think that's my primary attack. That's the one that was missing him and hitting behind him instead of actually hitting him. Launches a projectile. This is a channeling skill that does some damage. Fires out a beam from the fabric of time. Increases power and size over time. Okay. I'm gonna have to continue to play around with this and see what I can do. And then this to teleport, create a decoy. Very similar to this Aether jump that I have. Alright. I'm gonna be respecking this anyway. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of hold tight with what I'm working on here. And see what I can do. So this is killing an enemy grants 5% additional damage for each ailment stack on that enemy up to 5 stacks per damage type. Wonder how long that lasts. I guess is the question I have. But that's okay. Let's keep moving.
Shadows, heed my call. Asha morosani. Asha morosani. Anamatere su. Zatare.
Not the best animation for her.
Avenger.
Good luck saving your tribe, Zima.
Definitely got the sense that because she's not a main character, they didn't put a lot of time into her.
The cult of the sleeper consumes all. Shh, keep it down.
Are you okay? Where's the Brotherhood?
Oh, they're close enough.
Goody. That's the kind of enemy density I'm looking for right there.
What happened?
What do you think? An endless tide of death, that's what happened. The likes of which I have never seen.
Any remaining forces?
The last brothers I saw were barricading themselves in their vault. Those that tried to fight outside died and came back as undead. Damn. I started to appreciate those guys. I guess it doesn't matter now. Come on, sister. Let's get the hell out of here.
Val, wait. We can't go the way I came. A purifier army is approaching, tracking you.
Better them than death itself. Come on, we'll find a way through.
Val, please.
Look, you weren't there. Those Brotherhood Knights, they aren't kidding. They know their stuff, maybe even better than purifiers do.
An army of them fortified within their hold and protected by the power of Dawn just got wiped clean by a single cult. I take that as a strong hint that we're definitely not going that way. Wait a minute. You know that as well as I do. There's something you're not telling me.
I need to talk to these guys. If any of them are still standing, I need to know. They have the answers I need.
Answers to what?
To everything. They might know of the origins of my powers, of my purpose. Val, I don't have the slightest clue about who I am. This might be my only chance to finally understand. Val, what do you say?
I say... sure, why not? Let's have the two of us face an army of them. The things we do for family.
Val, maybe we should talk about the
Yeah!
plan.
Come on, you ugly bastards! Let's dance!
I like it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
No matter the odds!
Oh, you remember that?
Of course. Battle of High Peak. The three of us against the world.
Just as we are now. Except there's one big dummy missing. Speaking of which, any news of Edric?
We'll talk about it when we get into the vault. Okay?
Okay.
I need more power.
The increased tick rate is pretty nice.
This should buy us some time. Until the next wave arrives, that is.
Look at that. That's nice. I do like that.
Right. The area's clear for now. Let's talk.
It's so nice when you actually take the time to read what the ability is. It just makes such a big difference.
He didn't make it.
What? Why? How? Last time I saw him, he still had Malus on his side. Don't tell me the wench hurt him.
No, I did.
What happened?
Shortly after you killed Malus, he got promoted to Justicar in her stead. He started tracking me to bring me back for execution, claiming I was a traitor to the Republic. I tried to avoid the fight, but there was no way around it. Something got in his head somehow and turned him against us.
Something? You mean Hemlock. The bastard must have manipulated Edric's loyalty to turn him against us.
I don't know. He might have been a harsh man, but he took risks so that I could escape alive. He gave me another chance. I know deep down he cares, or cared, about us. Why would he suddenly send Edric to take me down? That makes no sense. We were the children of Hemlock.
I thought he was possessed by a demon, personally.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is another wicked game of his, testing Edric's unwavering loyalty. Let the stronger of the three survive, discard the weak ones. Damn, Edric. Why couldn't you see through this?
Val, I know this isn't easy, but we have to keep moving.
I hate to say
She's
this, but
fine.
we need to split up, if only for a moment. If the both of us go in there, more undead will pour in from the outside, trapping us. I'm not about to jump into this death trap. So, I will stay here and stop their advance as much as I can. You bring any survivors back to the light.
I don't like this, but you're right.
I will hold. I'm not giving up on you.
Don't give up on me. See you soon. Perfect. Okay. I find it funny that she's like, I'm not going to jump into this death trap, but she just opened up the front door and was like, let's fucking go. So, she likes some death traps, but not all of them, apparently. We're just going to sell this crap. And then I'm going to put this in here. Oof. I'm not about to spend gold on that. It's gold I don't have anyway. And then we're going to sell this.
You're like a human.
Only gives me 100. I need quite a bit more before I can respec, unfortunately. Which is a bummer. I don't know. I am really... I don't know. I am considering stacking ailments and maybe going that route instead of just going straight out damage. This one has a life leech. I think life leech would be super useful. Damage over time. Because I need to decide between one of these purple sides, I think, unless I'm going to go into a red and then a purple. I don't know. 200 max willpower and rage. Life leech should do like that. I don't know. I'll have to give it some thought. I think we'll end this episode here, though. I hope you're enjoying it. Feel free to give it a like and comment below if you have anything that you wanted to say. Subscribe so you can keep up with my other videos, and I will catch you guys in the next video.